Got a 2016 GT350 in here. We got some goodies for it. Some Concept 841s. It's been a long wait. Let's go ahead and start unboxing. So we got the car racked up. Took the cold air box off. Now while it's racked up, we'll go ahead and get to the motor mount bolts while we're here. And the front header bolts instead. We'll do this one also. You can't really see it, but it's right there. We're gonna disconnect the battery because we gotta take the starter off. Now, with some help from our friends, we got the rear out. Here's the owner of it, Mr. Enrique. This nice, beautiful GT350. So now we got the factory exhaust out. We're gonna go ahead and start removing the manifolds. First up, we're gonna start on the passenger side. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect this right here. This should be a 13. This should be a 10. This should be a 13. And you got 3 10s right here. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and get the starter off. And we'll move on to the motor mount. So now we got the starter out. We're gonna go ahead and lift up the motor a little bit and take off this motor mount. There's gonna be, since the starter bracket bolts out, there's gonna be 3 13mm. One right here, one here, one here. So now we got the motor mount out the way. We're gonna take a 15mm and just break these loose, and then we'll take a E8 and take all the studs out. So the tripod was in my way, so I took it down, but we'll update where we're at. To get to that, get that stud and bolt out, basically take a 15 wrench, go right here and break it loose, and you'll come through here with an E8 and a universal joint extension, come through here and take out that stud. Other ones are pretty simple, just break the 15s loose, E8 them, but you got this one right here. To get to that one, let's see if we can get it in the camera view. To get to it, you have to take the top compressor bolt out, and then take the bottom one out and loosen up the front one, leave the belt connected, and just roll the compressor upward. Reason why I say that is because that AC line right there, this one right here, if you don't, it'll be in your way. So you can see it right here. So that's it right there. And you can see I already broke it loose. You just take it off, you can get a 15 on it, and you just go through this hole right here. Just go through right there with a bunch of extensions. You'll be good to go. Now on to getting the rest of these out. Well, these two here and the third one, get it all mocked up. So we got the passenger side factory manifold out. That's the head. Don't forget to just break this loose and unscrew it. And when you put it back in, you'll just screw it like this. Get a little binded like that, ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just put it in and it'll screw itself in and tighten it up. But now let's start figuring out this puzzle. So now we got the studs in that Concept had supplied us with. We got the gasket up there, everything looking good. So now we're about to take the motor mount and fit it in here. Oh, like so. So you're gonna stick this side up first, put it up like it's going up on the header place, and roll it down. It lines up. Well, it's just like that. So we'll go ahead and get some bolts started. And this right here, the starter bolt will go here. So we'll counter for that because we had to order our own bolts. They didn't ship them with the kit. So some of this kit, we had to supply our own bolts, which is no big deal. So let me get this on and we'll start mocking up some pipes. So we're fitting the headers, mocking them up. We got 2 in. After we got the mount tight, I went ahead and put the AC compressor back on for clearance. That way we can go ahead and just tighten it up because he ain't gonna be able to do it. And we can get a 13mm to that top bolt from the top when we need to. But as of right now, we got this tight, tighten up the compressor. We put the ground at the bottom so it's away from any of the heat. And we're gonna see what we get. We're gonna go ahead and continue getting some more pipes fitted and seeing how it looks. So first pipe you put on is this one. It's gonna be cylinder 7. You're gonna start out with cylinder 7 and get it on, and then you're gonna move the cylinder 6. Cylinder 5, you're gonna go ahead and get cylinder 5 on all the way to the front. And then they say you have to leave the top stud out. I didn't, I left it in, put them both in. And then you put cylinder 6 on. And then after that, you go ahead and put cylinder 8 on, just like that. And we'll leave it loose so we can go ahead and, where's the merge? Put the merge pipes on right there, put the collectors on. We're gonna go ahead and get this side installed, fitted, and then we'll move to start doing it on this side. So, for reference, they just slide in and out. You get a little gap, like that. You'll take the end of this, make sure that the spring tabs line up. As you can tell, they go in just like this. And I'll just slide just on like that. And look at that, just like that. So we'll go ahead and put the springs on, then tighten up the flanges up top. So you're just gonna take this end, you're gonna put the sleeve on, clip it in, we're gonna push it all the way up. We're gonna grab it like this. We're just gonna pull it over just like up. Well, I say just like that. First day on the job. Just like that. All right, I'll do the next pipe. Same concept. Come over here. Grip it like that. And just like that. It's on there. Now we can tighten up the flange up top and get it all fitted. And before we tighten up the flange up top, we're gonna go ahead and get this mocked up. That way, you know, we don't tighten it up and it's all like that, or it's all spaced out. That way it's flush, just comfortable, and we have a good seal and no exhaust leaks. So we're gonna go ahead and get these 2 springs on right here. Oh, right there, right there. We're gonna go ahead and get this right here, and we'll go ahead and tighten it up and move to this side. So after some investigating here, got the collector on. We just got him right here bolted on. This is all tight. We have a little issue here. So they claim that they want you to, you know, put everything on and tighten the bolts, but how are you supposed to get to that? And they're 12 point also, so it's not like you can just use the open end of a wrench and get to it. So maybe I'll get my phone up in here. Yeah, see it right there? So how are we supposed to get a wrench in there? So I'm gonna attempt to leave it alone and try to get it from the top, but if not, we're just gonna take these 2, I know for sure this pipe off right here. We're gonna take that one off, and then where does that go? To the bottom, and take the other one off, just loosen it just enough to leave these 2 connected, tighten them up, and then put these together, tighten them up with these together. So we're gonna go ahead and attempt to tighten them from the top and start taking these springs off. And take these off so we can go ahead and put the starter back in, or at least just this one, just enough to get the starter back in. And we get it fitted. So far, everything's looking good. So after further investigation, took the 2 bolts off the back one, just enough to get it loose. Okay, well, you can't get a normal wrench in there. As you can tell, snap-on wrench, the 13 wall is too thick. So I took a cobalt wrench that I found in the bottom of the toolbox, and grinded it so it can fit right there, just enough to tighten. As you can see, these have like little lips right there, so it has to be a thin wall to fit. But I was able to only have to take off 1 pipe and 1 merge just to tighten it up. So we're gonna hit that one, lower the car down, hit the top ones, and then put this back on, put this on, fit it, and we'll go on from there. So yeah, so far, we got all the front ones tightened and the bottom on the second one. And after we tighten them up, we're gonna take that bolt right back out, then put the starter in, then put the bolt back in there, keep these up, and we'll be good. So we got all the bolts tight across the flange. We got it left like this. Tighten those up there. With that one just bolted up, squeezed together. And the starter, it goes, it's a little tight fit, but you got to, it's kind of hard to do it one-handed. You kind of just twist it at the top. It'll fall right in, and then you just roll it around town. And it's just gonna sit just like difficult, but it'll get there. There it is, like that. It sits in there just like that. And it's a close fit, but it does barely clear. Barely. So we're gonna go ahead and put the starter on and hook up the leads. Figure out that bracket bolt right there. It goes to the motor mount. Can't get the camera in there, but I'll show you once I get my hand out the way. So we got the starter in. All 3 bolts are tight. And the GT350s, they call for this shim plus stacking a bunch of washers because it has the support bracket for the starter. So we got it fit. It's a little close right here, but if we have any issues down the road, we'll fix it. You know, maybe just try to rotate that up. We took this was hitting here, so you just shove that over. When taking apart the driver's side, It's two T30s to get the steering knuckle out the way. Just take it out, slide it up and down, it'll fall right out. I forget to hit record when shooting this process and the motor mount. Motor mount's same as the passenger side, just 4 13 millimeters. So now we got the driver's side out, which is tremendously easier than the passenger side. Surface looks pretty clean. We're just gonna wipe it off and go ahead and get these studs in and start mocking up what little we got left. Don't got too much to go. That's gonna be real fun, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now we're gonna just focus on these little collectors there, and then the merge pipes with the motor mount. So now we got the studs in. As you can see, we got a little grease on some of them. A few of the holes after the studs were pulled out, the threads did not look good, so we went ahead and ran a tap through them and cleaned them, and that's what we got. Went ahead and put the motor mount on. So we'll leave this nut off so we can go up and down as we please. But now we're about to fit the collectors and see how they fit on the flange and everything. See what we get. So we got these 3 pipes tight. These really you just put the motor mount in and it goes, you know, numerical from front to back. It's pretty straightforward on this side, not like the other side. And then you just leave this one off, put the steering shaft on, and all you gotta do is just tighten those up, just like that. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that up and go from there. So we got from here, got these on, hang these hangers in, and you just snug them up, but don't tighten them. Hang it all up, twist it where you want it. This pipe, driver side, angle 1, passenger side. It's a very close fit. We're gonna have to figure out a way to pull this over. It just keeps getting closer, and we've done, I mean, as you can tell, this one's crooked. They're both crooked from trying to shift this over. We've done everything from turn this to keep it off of this, but it's not working in our favor. So we're gonna see what we can get. And so the final step will be to get the car on the ground and go ahead and put the motor mount nuts on. I went ahead and while I was up here, just triple check and made sure these top nuts and what I was able to get to, just triple check, make sure they're tight. Doesn't hurt to make sure that they're tight. Go ahead and get it on there. Tight. We're gonna go ahead and put the airbox on and I'm gonna hear what it sounds like. Hoping it sounds unique and different.